22-minute podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't want to take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines. Stuff.
Sure. Welcome to the 22-minute podcast. My name is Wes Sievertson. Today is Thursday. We don't even.
No.
It's James Woo Day. He's just
It's
not
James-
here.
right,
you know,
right.
So.
And I don't even think today is his Woo Day.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I
Right.
think that's also
Not for the
switched
summer.
from-
Yeah.
Right. Good for the summer though. You
No,
know,
100%.
Nights in the summer. That sounds kind of
Yeah.
fun. But today's July 17th, Thursday. What's
Mhm.
up?
Hi.
You know, am I leaning too much? I just want to make sure No, I'm good. Whatever, guys. Whatever. We're all fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thursday. Blah 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 blah. Blah. You know, like I said, maybe, man, it'll be weird. I guess whenever I'm, say, like on an interview or whatever, and it's related to this kind of thing, and I recommend them to go to the YouTube, and I'll be like, hey, all the thumbnails, 100%. I will say the last 10 videos, there's no structure to those videos, so no structure to that content. So if that's something you're looking for, I would just bust past those first 10. But yeah, that'll just be something I keep in mind. But yeah, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually interested. Like, so whenever we do the video shop,
Yeah.
You know, there's so many analysis videos online, and you know, some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, whatever. Like, they're not podcasts.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's the thing, is I still want to keep. It's not like we've talked in any other way of doing it in any other way, but yeah, like I still want to keep it like a podcast where there is like conversational and whatever. So it's not just, you know, the kind of videos you may watch online of like just like very quick kind of
Like scripted things of.
breakdowns of I mean, there will be outlines. And there will be,
Right. But there'll be good banter.
Yeah. Well, there will just be like, hey, interrupt and let's go on this tangent and whatever,
Yeah.
and like let's
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah.
Still trying to keep it, I guess, at like 45 minutes, an
Mhm.
hour, whatever. So I do want to keep the analysis tight
Yes.
and the outline tight to leave room for that kind of thing. But yeah. So I guess just that's a thought I've been having, is like that'll be a differentiation of a lot of the videos you see online, is like great information,
Mm-hmm.
but this is also about just having fun and
Yes.
being assholes. And stuff,
Yes.
you know, so
I just
Yeah.
like your eyes being assholes.
being assholes. Well, that's when I'm most comfortable. You know, just being assholes. But yeah. But anywho, that's where I'm having the most fun.
As you should.
Yeah, and it's easier whenever you have a microphone in front of you too.
Yeah.
I think so. It encourages it. But sometimes you gotta watch your mouth. You know,
Yeah, that's
depending
true.
on what microphone's in front of you. Anywho, yeah. So you and Scott watched Wednesday, huh? Wednesday season 2's coming out.
Yeah. So I think
What'd you think?
we actually recently finished season 1
Yeah.
because we started it. I guess originally when it came out.
Sure.
And
Years
we
ago.
we've watched it like a couple of times, but we've never actually
Yeah.
finished it. But we finished it maybe a month, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But she's fucking has always had like this infatuation with like Wednesday Addams. So like when this
From what? Like just
watching the '90s
Gotcha.
Addams
The
Family,
very son
Yeah.
of fail.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Son and something. Yeah.
whatever that is. But
Yep.
yeah, so when like Netflix announced like, hey, well the show's coming out, she's like, oh hell yeah.
Nice.
And it's like Tim Burton, who like definitely still has like kiddie vibes.
It's weird. Yeah. I don't
his,
know.
like,
Yeah.
His releases.
That was kind of. I remember watching it originally, and that was part of the thing. Was like, oh, this is definitely more YA.
Yeah.
You know, than
Yeah.
than the movies were.
100%.
So.
100%.
And you know, once you're like, okay, well, that's what I'm watching.
Right.
You know, it's interesting. But yeah. Well, but yeah. So she was pumped.
Oh yeah, she was pumped, and she liked it. She was surprised by it being the old Wednesday.
Oh right.
Being the
Mm.
yeah, but it was and then for me too, it was like, okay, yeah, I get like this style, but it was an okay watch. We're gonna watch season 2 when it comes out.
It'd be funny if like. I mean, I don't think Megan would say this, but I just don't think you should say this. But it would just be funny if, like, yeah, like a female figure in her life was like, yeah, Wednesday's cool, but why does she want to go for all the like normie dudes?
Right. No, but
Scout, you don't have to take that away from me.
Well, it's funny. Like we went and saw the Addams Family musical. And like that was part of like the plot though was like Wednesday falls in love with the normal person.
Man, what the fuck?
Like
what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like no.
Why are you trying to brainwash these goth girls?
Right.
Stop it.
Let's go back to March real quick.
Yeah, I don't need. Let's not talk about Wednesday Addams, all right? Let's talk about some older. Let's talk about a 32-year-old goth woman with large breasts. Calm down. Pale. I don't need her dating a banker. Anyway. I'm sure there's plenty of goth bankers, though. You know what I mean? Like, banker's probably a bad one. I probably should have said, like, pharmaceutical salesman or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
farm tech.
Or just, like, a hedge fund manager.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's any goth hedge fund managers. Are there any goth Wall Street guys?
If there are, let us know.
Yeah, I want to know. Is there like a satanic? Well, okay, but not like a. Oh, I'm doing this because I want to be depraved, and so I actually sacrifice, children. I'm talking about like a real Satanist, like a we're just having fun with it. Satanist.
Right.
Like, is there a we're just having fun with it Satanist who works on Wall Street? Let me know.
There definitely should be.
Yeah, I could see it making sense. I just want to verify.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not talking about anything.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting how, like, I guess, like your sister or whoever else.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think when when we just don't actually have any structure to this thing? I mean, because that's kind of the funny thing is, it's just called the 22-minute podcast. It doesn't have to have a structure.
No, right.
It's just supposed to be a quick, everyday podcast. But
I think my sister
is
different because she just like wants to see me.
No, I understand. I understand.
I think she is going to be a little disappointed, though, because her birthday is August 1st.
Oh, and we're not making it?
We're not going to make it. So we'll just say, hey, today we're celebrating happy August 1st birthday, Cindy.
Did you know in the 22-minute podcast universe that July 17th is August?
It's also, coincidentally, August 1st.
Did you know that?
Ripley's.
No, but it still made sense, like, if it's a daily podcast. Like,
yeah.
There's so many podcasts that are like 3 fucking hours, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Which is wild.
You know what's interesting is, okay, I'm actually going to talk about this, all right?
Yeah,
and this is definitely, the pie shop doesn't have any pies.
Yeah. Good.
So I listen to a radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that radio station's hosts, the lineup, the shows, a little bit of shuffling around, but pretty much over 20 years, not a lot of change.
Yeah.
They did go through a change in 2007, similar to where one of the main guys had some issues and was fired, and so that was probably the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So one of those shows left. They started a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It is a daily podcast. They basically were just like, let's just do our radio show, which is 3 hours. Was it 3 hours? I think.
Yep.
And so that's what they were doing, and it's interesting, man. Okay, so this is where it's pie shop.
Yeah.
Potential. I really felt like they were radioing up my podcasts. Okay, and it's not just like, okay, listen, if you want to do your radio show as a podcast, I get it.
Right.
Definitely get to the point where you're live streaming it,
sure,
in the same way, so you can have the same kind of interactions. So that all makes sense. It also makes sense to then take breaks every 20 minutes or so, and then you can have an ad in there. Here's the thing, though, it's a podcast,
right?
So if I pay you $5 a month, you need to take the time to edit that shit out.
Sure. Yep.
Not only did they not do that, they do live ad reads. So if you're watching YouTube, you're watching their video, not only do they open the show with a live ad read, and then 15 minutes in, if you're fucking lucky,
Yeah.
there's another live ad read. And here's the other thing. Some people are really funny doing an ad read.
Uh-huh.
And here's the other thing. Those people are funny with editing. Right? You record it once,
Uh-huh.
and then you play it for fucking months.
Right.
You don't do haha I'm funny ad reads
Right.
every fucking day and try to do something kind of new every day to where I'm like, I don't want to hear about Lone Star Beer.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, is that one of their?
Yeah. And then so that's the thing is you can't even know how long to skip through it if you're listening to it in the recording.
Yeah.
But even live, you're like, I don't know how long this is going to take, and like they think they're funny because they were able to tie it into this, and like I just don't even want to hear about any of this stuff. You don't understand. This is what podcasts were better than radio. And now I don't even the fucking radio station you came from is on a platform that allows me to rewind an hour. So then I can fast forward through their fucking ads.
Right.
Like you've gone backwards. So that's my pie shop. They're trying to radio up my podcast.
Yeah. Jeez.
And also that show just got shitty.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
After they moved, or
yeah.
Okay.
Which is two things in my opinion. I'll finish this. No one cares about
yeah,
this. Dude, who's fucking gonna listen to this? Okay. Anyway.
Well, Cindy better be.
Hey, do you know what the ticket is, Cindy?
I'm sure she's married to Rob. They absolutely have to know.
I thought
there's big sports.
Some people listen to the Fan. All right.
Oh,
and
I know that.
I don't get that,
but I don't know.
No, I'm just fine.
No, but I do know a lot of people who like actually talk more about the Fan than talked about the ticket. I don't know why.
Well, the ticket, I can't believe this is what we're talking about, but I'm curious about that too.
Yeah,
because even like a buddy of ours from high school like kind of told that to me, and it was hilarious. But
that they were a fan.
Yeah. I think they're more generic. You know,
Fan?
So I'm not really sure. But in being more generic, the guys on the ticket have political opinions.
Yeah.
That they express, and it definitely is a more liberal kind of crowd, I guess.
Okay.
And I think that I actually am curious if they started right now, if that would be true.
Okay.
But because they came up through the 90s, 2000s, whenever people were more reasonable. On the surface, at least.
No, for sure.
So that's like where they all come from, and like at the same time, like they do joke about all of it, and I enjoy that. I enjoy making fun of both sides and all that shit. But anyway, that's kind of the thing about the podcast too. Is like it got bro-ier. That was one thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like all of a sudden they're just bro-ier, and I didn't really understand. And then honestly I got frustrated by so many things. They have guests. Which, like, I mean, you have a guest, whatever.
Sure.
Who, like, is a source of something. But they then give the option of, like, say if we were doing this and we were live streaming, pay us, and you can sit in. Pay us, and we'll come to your house.
Sure.
And do it. It's like, and that's okay. Don't give them a microphone.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing. And so it's how long do I have to... But the other thing about the guests, too, 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't let them sit in
the entire fucking time.
Right, and like ruin the segment I was waiting on y'all to do. And now it's more of this guy. Because I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
I like you guys. That's why I pay you guys, anyway. This is so much.
But
pie
that
shop.
sounds immensely frustrating.
I mean, just if you fall in love with something and then it changes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're experiencing it with the podcast as well.
True.
Not as blatantly.
Sure.
Though I will say, they did a cold reading. Again, this is just becoming us having regular conversations that we would have about things that we like.
Yeah.
And this isn't what a podcast should be. It shouldn't be like us talking about other forms of media,
Right.
unless it's breaking down films or
Sure.
something, or
Sure.
books or whatever.
Sure.
But I will say, we're pretty disappointed right now.
Yeah.
But the cold reading thing, man. So I guess if you're interested in what we're talking about, this is more of the same conversation, like how you kind of present a radio show and how you present your content and how you sell it and listening to your audience or whatever. They really hyped up a seance.
Yeah.
It wasn't a seance. It was a fucking John Edwards cold reading. And that's the true irony.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the true irony of the way that they're handling it is like, bro, we made fun of this 20 years ago. We already established this was horseshit, and that we can make fun of it.
Well, it does seem weird because, like, granted, I didn't watch it, but like the way they're going about, like,
the way they're talking about it now, that's what I was going to say. It's very old school radio. Yeah. It's very old school radio.
Like, okay, we're going to add our commentary to it, and then we're going to release it.
And that commentary is going to be horseshit.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, that's not what I thought it was supposed to be.
That commentary is going to be a sell job, is what it's going to be. Yeah. It's going to be, oh, this is where people would be upset for this reason, so I'm going to frame it differently. Yeah. That is what that commentary is going to be.
Well, the way they described, like, leading up to
it, it
was supposed to be a thing, and then, like, the way they've described it since then is, like, that's not what it was sold as.
Which then they can be like, oh, you didn't get the joke? It's like, dude, they weren't joking.
Right.
And the other thing is like, you might be able to sell that if Henry, at any point during the cold reading, made fun of it.
Right.
Everyone in that room
they never did.
Was forced to take it seriously, and then therefore everyone in the fucking audience, in the viewing audience online, was also supposed to take it seriously. And that's why I got roasted.
Yeah.
Is because, like, bro, if this was to make fun of this horrible grifter, rude fucking person, because they weren't even a pleasant person in any way. They weren't even good at what they did. John Edwards was better at it. That's the fucking point. Is it was pure trash that we've already.
Where did they find this person?
Well, so that's it does seem like they did an interview with her before, and like I definitely didn't listen to that.
Yeah.
But it seems like because dude, like in the audience, like were basically no one bought tickets.
Yeah.
It was full of her people.
Oh, really?
And that's like a deeper.
Is that a thing? Like they actually sold tickets for?
They were trying to sell like $400 tickets or something like that. And dude, this is where they're jumping the shark, and they really, and dude, I mean, this has become me like again breaking down the media I enjoy, but also I hope in some kind of interesting way of like this is how you don't do shit.
Yeah. Right.
Or this is how sometimes you do shit. For sure.
Well, they've done really well at doing shit. Like this is how
they don't do everything wrong. They've done nothing, almost nothing. I mean, you can ask for more information. They don't deserve to give you more information.
Sure.
Say about like losing a host because he was problematic for a number of reasons.
Right.
But whenever it's the content,
right,
you can't treat it that way. And especially whenever it's a show that, this is the other thing about like whenever I finally kind of found the Reddit for Last Podcast on the Left or whatever, and then I realized that people actually took their perspective seriously. You know what I mean?
No. What do you mean?
Well, I've listened to it for the laughs.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not like, I've got a research paper I need to do and like, oh, well, good. Last Podcast on the Left has like an episode on it. No, that's ridiculous.
Right.
So then I've also on the Reddit, I've just seen people suggest the most ridiculous things about taking them. Well, but Marcus takes himself way too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to it, but
it's okay for him to take himself like that.
Yeah.
That's
well, he built a business.
Sure.
That's ultimately why he should take himself seriously, in my opinion. But the other side of it is, I don't think he writes the scripts anymore.
No.
And so this is the part where I'm not criticizing him. It's just this is what radio. This is old school radio, or this is how you do things.
I think you can tell too because there's a different feel to.
They're not as familiar. No. They're not as into the subject as they were before, for sure. The content is definitely watered down. I honestly do think they're almost like a more wholesome podcast than they used to be.
It does kind of definitely has that feel, for sure.
Especially if you go back and listen to, obviously, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's 10 years ago. And things change, and I'm not really criticizing any of that, honestly. Mm-hmm. Especially whenever they provide so much other content, but they don't right now. That's another big part of it.
Oh, really?
They stopped doing all the other like Twitch streams and video shows.
Oh yeah.
And then they really hyped up the like streams that they were going to do. These the Beyond the Veil and shit, and then it was a complete flop. It was the first one that they did. And now they're trying to reframe it with language. Like, oh, it was polarizing. It's like, no. Polarizing means that, like, some people would have had to enjoy it. Dude, but the thing is I honestly think... So this is me, honestly, more of talking about modern media and like how everything is handled, and we
Yeah.
probably so we have a little like we're talking about nothing, guys. So,
Yeah, no, it's
but I also think that Reddit, I think they have plans. I think they have plans in the Reddit. I really do.
Sure.
There's always going to be toxic positivity.
Yep.
There's always going to be people who find something and will never say anything bad about it, especially when it's something like a podcast that was built DIY from the ground up. They're always just going to be like, whatever, guys, they're trying or something like that. It's like, okay, but this was trash and they won't admit it. Like,
Right.
And it's a podcast that is about like making fun of
and especially since like before, like in the past, like they have apologized for things like, hey, this didn't work out, this wasn't great, whatever, but it was a thing that we tried.
Well,
why can't we do that now?
Because of all of the celebrities that were in that room. Because so that's what when you asked who she was.
Yeah.
So this is why I think they have to keep treating it this way, is because she was like taken seriously by people already.
Yeah.
Who were in that room, who she already knew, and she like played off that too. It was horseshit.
Yeah.
The whole thing was horseshit, dude. It was crazy. Because like the first fucking thing she did, like, is there anyone like this in the room? No one. Silence. Oh, okay. Well, I guess like, and then like, oh, it's kind of you. Why didn't you say that? Like, it was crazy, dude. It was literally like the first thing. Nothing happened.
Comfortable.
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, and that's why it's like you cannot ignore this. But those yes-anding motherfuckers, what are you gonna do? And then
See, I didn't realize it was gonna be so fucking John Edwards.
No one did. No one did. I want to know if they did.
Yeah.
Because they were convinced by the hype.
Yeah.
By individuals who had experiences with her.
Sure.
And they guaranteed something would happen too. Nothing happened. So we're just ignoring that. The other part about it, we're probably going too long. Here's the other thing, all right? Because I can't yell at the actual fucking. I wish I could yell at the Last Podcast fans about this.
Yeah.
Why are we ignoring? Like, okay, Marcus and Ed from the beginning of whenever that Ouija board was talked about, freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this grifter, John Edwards,
Uh-huh.
rude motherfucker is going to rub it in some oil, and you're not scared of it anymore? You know what I mean? Like, all of this shit. Like none of all of it's disingenuous. What were you serious about?
Right.
How do you feel in that moment? Is this a surreal moment to you? Because you have to know this is bullshit. And yet you were freaking out about this Ouija board. And now you're not. What? Now you have to pretend like it's not.
Right.
Either you have to pretend like it doesn't freak you out anymore on some weird, like, cult level subconscious. You know what I mean? Like, where you can't admit that it's bullshit to yourself even. But you know it is.
Yeah.
But your business and everything is dependent. It's so weird.
Yeah.
To me, it's so weird.
Well, I mean, because you would think that once you live stream on YouTube, it's going to live on YouTube forever, but they took it down?
They just never posted it. Yeah, they never. Well, I guess they took it down because it probably was set up to immediately post. So, yes, they probably took it down. Right. But that's because... It's because the whole chat was just like, fuck this.
Glad, though.
I mean, some of the chat wasn't, but I do think there are plants.
Yeah. No,
and then there's always going to be the people who are just...
the fanatics who are going to be behind you.
Dude, I'm a fanatic.
Yeah. Right.
I have a problem.
But you can at least call shit when it's shit.
Well, this is going to go long. I apologize. I enjoyed their content because it was tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
It was... Yeah, we take this seriously because it's funny, and it's especially fun in 2025 with all of these, over-conservative, racist-ass motherfuckers, where I can be like, that's all a construct, and guess what else is a construct? Satan. And UFOs, and all. It's all what they call it. They call it, I forget the word, not totems, but there's another word anyway.
Oh,
yeah. So that's the frustrating part. And it is tied in with, like, all the people who are like, Marcus should have, like, an honorary doctorate. What, for going to Wikipedia and reading a couple books? Like, you don't know what a doctorate is?
Right.
I mean, I don't either, but I know that
It's not that.
I've seen people in sociology masters who literally are reading or writing every moment they're awake.
Yeah, right.
They're not going to record store. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway. Not that he doesn't do a good. I have
right,
no
right,
criticism.
right.
Just stop. I'm here for the lulls. Okay, bye guys. Whatever.
Bye. Happy Thursday.
I'll scream some more in a second.
You can't wait.